a silly beast, to say the least, because he turns and spins till someone wins. Dizzy Dizzy Dinosaur from MB.
On a flying visit to McDonald's. Dropping some fence off first. Over.
Fancy a quick dip, Jets? Bob. McNuggets away! He really fell for that one. I say, what happened to number 6?
I think he's a bit chicken.
Fellas, heard about this new game called Splat? I hate when that happens.
Oh, we love it!
Splat, splat bugs is where it's at. Splat.
The game's Splat. You make bugs in the Bug-O-Matic. If you don't want your bugs to get splatted, you've got to be the first to get them to safety.
I win!
From Milton Bradley.
Now the new Sylvanian frog family can stop off at the new village florist, then hop along to the new cottage hospital. Sylvanian families. Trust Tony.
What do you have in your pocket?
Monster in my pocket.
They're here. They're everywhere. They're squishy. Monster in my pocket. New from Matchbox.
Our monsters are trying to sleep, but this little monster's bike keeps waking them up. He's got monster spooky dokies on his wheels. They clatter like crazy. There's one free when you send in any single pack of Monster Munch, and in every multi-pack there's a free Mega Monster Reflector. There are 4 to collect. Uh-oh. He can't disturb the monsters now, can he? Monster Munch, for a smarter, louder bike.
Good luck, Mr. Wonderman.
My back's gone, Tony. Now what do we do? This caveman's prehistoric.
No problem, pal. I'll help.
Wonderman is gonna be the once upon a time man!
Yikes! Oh, no. He just caved in.
Enjoy Kellogg's Frosties as part of your complete breakfast.
They're great.
They'll bring out the tiger in you.
And you.
Every day can be a Care Bear day. You can play in a caring way.
Care Bears love to share their feelings with you. Tender Heart Bear, Bedtime Bear, and Cheer Bear.
You can play in a caring way. Every day can be a Care Bear day.
Every day can be a Care Bear day, but Belle doesn't care because she's in bed. What a link that was. No, she does really. It's me. I'm on my own tonight. I'm sorry about that, but Belle's not feeling too well, so she's already in bed. So I thought I'd just change up the old intro there. That was the ad reel from 1991 that I played during Mallet's Mallet, if you watched that. So I just thought I'd play that at the start instead of the countdown, something different, innit? I hope you're all doing okay. I just want to say to Leanne, don't worry, I have taken away your spanner just because there was something going on earlier. So I thought I'd better go into YouTube, make sure that I didn't have like duplicate Leanne Hills in there as moderators. So I've just removed spanners. I will put them back on later, but I don't know if we've got something dodgy going on there in the chat, but we'll move on. But don't worry, Leanne, we'll sort it out afterwards. Let's see who we've got in. Before we do that, welcome. I've not even said that. Welcome to Cookie and the Haydens. I'm Carboot Chris, and normally Belle is with me, Bargain Belle, but am I on the right camera here? Yes, I am. She's not feeling great tonight, so she's gone straight to bed. And yeah, so it's just me tonight. So you need to stay here, keep me company for the next hour or two. And we've got some stuff to talk about, especially reselling stuff, and some shout outs. We've got an oh no to do. We've got some news for this week for the channel, and where you can catch me if you really want to watch something that I'm on. I'll tell you about it later on. If you're new, as always, we always say, if you're new, please drop a comment in the chat. We'll try and highlight it, and we'll try and say hello, give you a shout. Let's see who we've got in. 63 people already. Who we got? Cozy Steve 1. Hi, good afternoon, good evening, whatever. It's evening now, isn't it? Jeff, good evening, Chris, Bell, and chat. Good evening to you. Dave Repairs is here. I lost my rag too with this. Oh, you'll have to tell us about this, Dave. Let us know what that's all about. Tori's in as well. Carl Phillips and Pat as well. There's Leanne there. There she is. She's still here. And who else do we have? Anne has turned up this evening. All right, Anne. We're all good. Well, apart from Belle just not being so great tonight. Steve-O is here. Hi, Steve-O. All right. Chris Tyler. Who else we got? Just trying to get down the chat. Helen B. Hi, Helen. Saw Helen at the boot sale at the weekend. I think it was that Helen B. You know what I'm like with names and stuff. I think it was Helen B. We were selling at the boot sale this weekend. Jason is in as well. Who else? Night's Life Richard. We've got Left-Handed and AMPJ. Whenever I say AMPJ, I keep thinking AMPR. You know, the cameras, the AMPR cameras. Don't ask me why. Just reminds me of that. Brummy Time Lord. Good evening to you. Kez18. Hi, Catan. Catan helped me out tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. The Dave. Good evening. Haven't got that far, but good evening. Lana is in as well. Hi, Lana. Bills and Moon. Buy Gum. Whenever I go, you have to say Buy Gum. Fix It for Reselling. We've also got Project Games. They were cool. I assume you mean the adverts. And I don't remember that Splat game. Do you remember that Splat? Looks like the pieces are made out of like plasticine and you have to squish them. I don't remember that one at all. Who else we got in here? Let's see if we can get to the bottom. Monkey Thrifter Peter's in. Tonks Boutique. I refreshed the channel of thinking the ads weren't right. Yeah. I might do something like that in future to mix it up a bit instead of having the countdown. John's in. Jack of all trades. Sales have been good this weekend. Thank you, Jack of all trades. Master of none. Okay, Chris, thought it was strange. Yeah, I know, Leanne, I know. But I just went quickly into the settings and just made sure I had the right people down as admins. So I've just removed you temporarily. We'll reinstate your administratorship later on. I know it's not you. Good to see you. October marathon of YouTubing is over. Great effort. Yes, it is. Thank God it's over. Nice to see those old ads. Monster Munch. Oh, I used to love Monster Munch adverts. I mean, I love the crisps. But the advert was great, wasn't it? That's 1991, those ads. Sarah Tonks is in as well. Soul Steps. Who else we got? Ian J Vintage. Let's see. We're almost there. Michael Fairhurst has popped in, and the Flipping Sports Guy. Welcome. Is that a new name in the chat? Welcome if it is. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join in with any chat at all. I can't automatically. Well, it's just it's the way it reads. AMPR. AMPR, it says. Oh, yes, it was Helen B. Michael Swift. Green Bear Peaks. Oh, top of the morning to Rob, aka Krillin, aka A Long Story Short. Just watching while searching for Gumtree bargains. I never buy anything off Gumtree. Never. I never see anything of any use to anyone. All a load of crap, but I'm sure in different areas it's probably used more than others. Oh, Helen got to meet Cookie yesterday, yes. Oh, it reminds me of a shout out to do as well. Who else we got here? Mazurek Media. How many items you upload a day? By upload, you mean list. If you're talking solely about eBay, because I do operate on other platforms, so it can be anything from 10 to 30 a day, but average, I would say 15 to 20 average a day. If I can get 20 on in a day, I'm pretty happy. Z's in. Hi, Z. Hope the shop's doing all right. Coming up to Christmas. I need to catch up on some of Z's vlogs, actually. He's been doing some more shop vlogs recently, and I need to catch up with those. Oliver Ian's in. Late. Better late than never, I suppose, isn't it, Steve? Brum Reseller's here for admin duties. Oh, I can't get to the bottom because... Did I say Richard? I don't know. I'm used to having my sidekick here now. I might just have to stop there, to be honest, because we've done like 8 minutes or something of that. Babs is in as well. I think I've got everybody. Rebecca Turner. I had the Dave. I had that's a good sale. What was it, the Dave? Let us know. Let us know what it was. Hi, Tom. Yes, we're there. We're at the bottom. It's a very good place to be, depending on your point of view. Okay. So we're going to talk reselling tonight, as always, mixed in with whatever else you want to talk about. And I have a quick shout out and then a discussion linked to that shout out. Let me do the thing. See, I'm on my own, so I've got to do everything myself. It's just ridiculous.
Shout outs.
So I just want to shout out to Catan, right? Because Catan helped me out this afternoon. He helped me sort a couple of problems. Well, not sort, but point me in the right direction because I've not dealt with these before. Now, roll VT. Yes, Dave. Thank you. Better late than never. Yeah, Catan, thanks very much. Now, listen, if you're using... And this would be a good video, Catan, for your channel. So I'll just touch on it briefly. So this information came from Catan. I didn't know the answer to this, so thank you. If you've been using the Packlink in-post offer that's been going on over the last 3 weeks or so, and you get a lost or damaged item, or you need to make a claim, the process is a little bit tricky, and I went round the houses a few times in order to find it, and I know Catan had a bit of experience with it, so I messaged him and he let me know how to do it. So I'll only touch on this very briefly because I don't know, maybe that'd be a great video, Catan, for you to do. I'm not going to do it, but be a good video for your channel. I reckon it'd be searched quite a bit. So when you have to do your claim through Packlink, even though it's using Hermes to deliver and it's in post is the other brand involved in that scenario, it's Packlink is where you need to make your claim. And you do that via your Packlink desktop, which you can get to through your eBay. When you go to do a label and then you can go and look at all your invoices on Packlink, that's where you need to put your claim in. But it's not as simple as just doing that, because Packlink say they want a GB number, a Golf Bravo number. It starts with GB. Now, all the stuff that you've been doing through Packlink and InPost recently has probably, I assume, got the same number that mine is, which is a T number. So Packlink won't accept that T number. So what you've got to do is you've got to go right back into your invoices for that particular parcel label. And when you go into the details of the label, it has two numbers. It has the T number for tracking and a GB number. The GB number is what you need to enter to open a case with Packlink, and then it will take you through a similar process to Hermes. It will ask you to provide sale proof, what the item is, etc., the item value and all that stuff. So I've had to do 2 claims today because back early doors when this offer started, I've had 2 items that haven't been delivered through the in-post offers that have been going on. So I put 2 claims in today for lost items. So I really needed to know that process. It's not the same as Hermes and it's not the same as others. So you've got to do it through Packlink itself. If you get onto the Packlink website, just go onto help, and then you'll find the box for making a claim, and then it will take you through. But you need that GB number. It won't accept a T tracking number. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, don't you? So there you go. I'll not go into much more than that. If anyone needs help with that, just drop me a message. I'll help you. Catan helped me. I'm happy to pay that forward and help anybody else who needs it. But yeah, I've had to do 2 today that haven't been delivered. It doesn't look like they're going to get delivered. So never mind. Oh, no worries. Yeah, no, thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. It was something I didn't know that. I didn't know how to do it. Actually went through Hermes. Then I went to InPost's website. They wouldn't accept it. And then I thought, well, it's got to be Packlink. But then I couldn't find that GB number. So it's really important that. Vinegar Jars popped in as well. Hi, Peter. Lol, video, what's that? Maybe next year. I have a ton of ideas. That one would be a good one, Kitan. I reckon a lot of people would search that. Well, certainly a lot of people in the reselling community might search it. Be interesting. It's good to know because I think a lot of people have used the offer on InPost and Packlink. Stu Mandry's in. I don't know if I mentioned Stu before. What else we got here? Thanks for the info. It might come in useful. Just keep it up here, because you're not going to know if there's undeliverables in that batch of 3 weeks that you did. Maybe you're not going to come across that for another week or so, or tomorrow or the day after. I hope you never do, but I've had 2, so not good. Kimmy Kitty is in. Good evening. Is that a new name, Kimmy Kitty? I'm not sure, but welcome anyway. Welcome. And feel free to join in the chat. Oh, that's good to know, AMPR. Went through Packlink, found them quite good at claims. Did you find that silly thing where you've got to put the GB number in instead of the T number? Why can't they just accept the bloody tracking number? It'd be easy, wouldn't it? You have to make it overcomplicated, I suppose, just to try and put you off doing it. Joanne's popped in as well, and Gary, and Steve Jackson. Who will do a video first, Catan or Little Steve? Probably Catan, to be honest with you. Tap Peddler Derek's popped in. Hi, Derek. Welcome. Cat. Hi, Cat. I'm on my own. There's no Belle tonight. Belle's in bed. But hello. Good evening. Domestic. Oh, these are just domestic things, Rob. Sorry for the UK. Because we've got this special offer on our postage at the moment from a Packlink. They've got a deal on with postage, and it's just a different claims way of dealing with claims with this one. So I just thought I'd let people know, because Catan was good enough to pass on the knowledge to me. The race is on. Oh, fairly new second life. Oh, well, that's good. Well, you came back a second week. I mean, that's decent. Richard's had 3 go missing, 2 claims submitted, got to wait 30 days for it to be declared a loss. Yeah, I'll have to refund my buyers before then. I don't make them wait 30 days, and eBay won't make them wait that long anyway, will they? So I assume you're going to refund yours and then continue with the claim. That's what I'll do. I'll give it a couple more days just in case. Sometimes they retrack again and then get delivered. So I'll give it the longest possible time I can before I refund them. That's what I do anyway. I don't remember seeing it. I don't remember seeing it, AMPR. Dave said, I can't remember life before reseller videos. Such an amazing gang. It is a good community, isn't it? You know, with all the videos and stuff. Because I watch, you know, I might be a creator, but I'm a viewer as well. And I watch everybody's videos, literally most people's videos. I have them on in the background when I'm working. You know, I just run them in the background and just look over now and again, see what's going on. Simon Campbell's in. Hi, Simon. Cherry's in. I'm the same, Richard. I'm not a fan either. It's very glitchy, isn't it? Their system's very glitchy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Then sometimes it gives you the sometimes it gives you the printable label straight away. Sometimes you have to get it off your email. That's a pain. Oh, and you know what was winding me up as well is that after you've done 4, I don't know if did this happen to you guys, right? After you've done 4 labels on Packlink, it starts asking for authorization through my banking app. So then every single one I had to go into my app, say yes, that's okay, yes, yes, and then come back. And another thing that annoys me about the whole Packlink thing is you can't do bulk. Wouldn't it be easier if you could go through your parcel? Right, there's my parcel. Add to basket. Now I'll go back and do another one. Add to basket. Now I'll go back and do another one. Add to basket. There you go. Right? And then at the end, pay for it all. Print them all out at once. Why is that so difficult? Why is that not a thing? Right, I'm getting on a rant again now. Add to basket. I want to pay for it in one go. I don't want 83p or £1 on 30 times. It's annoying. It takes forever. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Packlink. I won't be using it when this offer finishes, which is tonight, isn't it? I won't be using it until the next offer comes on. I'll just go back to Hermes. Even if it's a bit more expensive, I don't care. It's easier. It saves me a lot of time. Hey, eBay gone. Let's see. Who else have we got in? Yeah, a lot of people have done that, Jack. Brum Reseller did that once. He did a video on it. It was a good one. And he was like, oh, what shall I do here? I don't know what to do. What shall I do? I can't remember what he did in the end. I think he might have just shoved his parcel in with it. I can't remember. But I don't know. Best thing, just leave it there. And I don't know if you can open another. I didn't even use the lockers once the whole time of this offer. I just went and dropped them at Hermes. I didn't once go and use the lockers. Hi, Mum. Thanks for seeing you here. Oh, did I miss Kathy? I'm sorry if I did. There she is. There you go. I went back and found her. Yes, being refunded cases were at a stage eBay. Yeah, you don't want them stepping in, do you? I just always make sure I put lots of messages on there, what I'm doing, so that eBay can see, oh, he's doing something. He's contacting Hermes. He's doing this. He's doing that. And then you're okay. But yeah, you can only push it so far. Our clocks have already changed, Rob. Last weekend? Not this weekend, just gone. One before, I think. Aaron's not a big fan. No, me neither. Mr. Diggs is in. Hi, Mr. Diggs. He's got another video out. I've not watched it yet. It's on my list. Go check out Diggsy. You know what, Mr. Diggs, really, you should all go and give Mr. Diggs some support, right? Because he supports everybody in reselling, YouTube community and that. He puts out birthdays, happy birthdays. He gives shout outs to people. He puts links out in the monumental groups and stuff. And he's always giving shout outs to everyone else, but rarely gets anything back. So I know he doesn't ask for it. I think you should all give some love back to Mr. Diggs, right? Because he's always doing it for everybody else. and he rarely gets it back. So go and watch his latest video and give him a sub. He's been around for ages, right? And we should get him to 1,000. You know, like everybody else gets to 1,000, because it'd probably give him some encouragement. Yeah, I've had that with Packlink. Yeah, you know me, Steve. I'm always moaning. That's part of my charm, I suppose. Yeah, everyone else is. Yeah, it's annoying. One at a time. Good thing though, I've from the start of this Packlink offer, I've only been charged 83p for the 0 to 1 kilo parcels. 83p. They've missed off the VAT for some reason. Z says, I've used Parcel to Go for many years. Overall, I'm happy with it. Packlink was also a pain because I could never get it to print Royal Mail labels. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, I sometimes have that with different companies. Is the resolution, you can't get it to change, can you, sometimes? Oh, I've got a hiccup. I get it after 4, Queenie. I get it after 4. If you leave it a couple of hours, it resets, and then you can do another. But I don't. I just carry on with it. But I just noticed when I did 2 lots in one day that it doesn't do it on a daily. It's after a couple of hours it changes. But that's bloody annoying. Packlink have heavily invested in her after Hermes have bought them out. And all the large Tesco's are going to have the locker, so this could have been a trial. Ah, interesting. We'll see how that progresses. Sometimes it opens and says no orders to dispatch. I'll happily use it when cheap. Yeah, I'll use it when the cheap offer's on. Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment, to be honest, Steve. I will. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. You see who else is it? Or Victor Meldrew. Thanks. Cheers. Stole it, Brum says. Stole it. Yeah, right. I bet people would, though, wouldn't they? I bet they would. I bet that's why half of them go missing. Like half the ones that go missing through in post is probably that. When people take them when it opens up. Richard said I had to do 35 this afternoon, all individually. Yeah, I did. I think I was close to that. I did it last night, actually, Richard. I did mine Sunday night because I was wondering whether the offer was going to finish Sunday night or Monday night. So I did all mine Sunday night, and then when I realised the offer was still on today, this afternoon, I did the remainder that came in overnight and this morning. So I think I must have had about 30, at least 30, and it takes about 3 times as long as when you go through Hermes Direct, because Hermes Direct you can do the bulk import thing, and that saves an unbelievable amount of time, and it's really slow, isn't it, doing the Packlink thing? My card got blocked last week. Oh God, don't say that. Had to text a code to reactivate. It probably is, or all those £1. Adrian's doing really well. I mean, some of the pickups that he's sharing from charity shops is amazing. I mean, it puts anything that I get to shame because I don't really get anything from charity shops down here. But Mr. Diggs, that's Adrian. If you don't know, Mr. Diggs, some great stuff at the charity shops. Great stuff. Anomalous data point, good evening, if that's how you pronounce it. Hashtag subscribe. Yes, absolutely. Definitely subscribe to Diggsy. He needs encouragement. Adventures with Victoria. Hello, Chris and everyone. Good evening. Wow, you're going to see a short man cry here. It's true though, Diggsy. It's true because you're always promoting everyone else's. It's about time someone promoted yours. So let's at least get you a few new subscribers tonight. In return, though, Diggsy, that's pressure for you to actually release more videos. So be careful what you wish for. Catan's managed to convert his zebra into wireless. Wow, you need to let me know how to do that. And that would make an amazing video because a lot of people would like to know how to do that, Catan. Oh, Lucy's here. Hi, Lucy. I've never reached the bottom of this. We need to get on with some other stuff, really, don't we? On another note, what's your oh no? Oh, well, we'll do it in a minute, Steve. You're trying to move me on like movie chats, like, oh, let's get on to the next subject. Let's roll the VT. I'm not ready to roll it yet. Got to get 5 labels off before midnight to get the offer. Yeah, you just have to guess those weights. I did a few guesses this afternoon. Oliver Ian. So Packlink or Hermes, who's the worst? At the moment, I'd probably say Packlink because they've lost. The ratio of loss has been quite high because they've already lost 2 out of this short period of offers. So technically, it's the same bloody company, isn't it? So I suppose the only difference is like if they get lost from the lockers, like someone opens the locker and takes your parcel out, that wouldn't happen with Hermes. It would just get lost in another way or not lost at all. So that's a weak point, isn't it? Bills and Moon went to a jumble sale. Oh, I've not been to a jumble sale for donkeys. I really haven't. You just don't see many around here. Oh, Joanne's got them down in France. Those lockers are at shopping centres and train stations. Exactly, Kathy, exactly. Jilly B, good evening. I don't really like using my PayPal anymore, John. It just causes me more headaches with accounting. So I'd rather leave me PayPal out. Makes life easier for me. I don't really use PayPal for anything now, other than Depop, and we'll talk about that in a minute because that's going to change very, very soon, if not now. Brum Reseller said, I found my own bloody parcel that Packlink had said they lost sitting there in the same locker I put it in when I was... Wow! Is that a video that you did, John? Because I remember you saying, I found my own parcel. Was that you? Oh, well, I might be thinking of something else. Or did someone find your parcel for you? I'll have to have a look. I can't remember. You know, my memory's terrible. But that's mental. That's stupid. Yeah, Derek, it doesn't work properly. When you do that bulk thing at the top of the page, it doesn't work properly. I've tried it. It took me 5 times as long as a process that was already 3 times longer than the original Hermes process. So it weren't worth doing. You could buy your labels from PayPal for Royal Mail. I don't know if they're still doing it when you want to send something back a few months. Yeah. And like I said, I don't really like using PayPal much anymore. Mr. Diggs' new video coming this week. Good, good. Keep it up. I'm still waiting for that Friday feeling, Mr. Diggs. Oh, Tap Peddler Derek's got a boot sale haul tonight at 10:30. If anyone fancies popping along. eBay Gum version 2 is out apparently. Oh, that's interesting. Have you sold anything on it yet, Derek? Tory's off to a jumble this weekend in very posh Shrewsbury. Is it a jumble trail or a jumble sale, Tory? Good luck either way. Yeah, right, I've actually managed to get to the bottom. Geordie Reseller's popped in as well, and Mike Harris is in as well. Welcome this evening. Chris just sold more of your DVD bundle, the horror comedies, for $9.99 plus post. Oh, nice one. That's a good one. I'm glad you've made some money back on that. Oh, a jumbo sale, Tori says. Okay, so we've discussed that. Right. I just mentioned about Depop, because normally Depop, for any of you that use Depop, normally it's payment through PayPal, and it comes into your PayPal account and take fees off it, etc. But I know some people are already on it, but Depop are now having their own Depop managed payments, a bit like eBay. So people have a multitude of ways to pay on Depop now, Apple Pay and credit cards and all sorts of stuff. And it will go straight into your bank account. Your profits will go straight into your bank account and fees will be taken off, etc. Bit like eBay's managed payments. So it will bypass PayPal altogether, which for me is a good thing, because it really annoys me when I get one or two things going into PayPal, because then I've got to do extra accounting work for it. So yeah, so for those of you on Depop, make sure you sign up. You've only got a couple of weeks. It's mandatory, if that's how you say it. It's mandatory. You've got to sign up to Depop Managed Payments, or you will not be able to sell on the platform. I got an email today about it. I know a few of you have already been on Depop Managed Payments, because I think they've been trialing it out on a limited number of people. So Vinted already have their own payment thing. So Vinted don't use PayPal. When you get payment from Vinted, it goes straight into your bank account, which is great. That's the way it should be, I think. eBay Gum number 2. Just sub digs. Yes, please do. Jilly, nice one. I've got a few bits on Vinted, Tom. I've been trialing it over the last few weeks. Been using Zip Sale to cross-list already listed stuff on eBay. So I'm not listing new stuff onto Vinted, but I'm cross-listing items that are already on my eBay over to Vinted. I've been doing that for several weeks now. The system works pretty well, and I'll continue to do it. But I'm only doing it in a small way on Vinted. I'm just trying it out. I've made a few sales. Evening, Chris and fellow chatters. Anyone had issues with InPost? My parcel have arrived safely. Dropped a parcel today. Open a lock with a pass. Yeah, we've been talking about that already, Ashley. Yeah, best thing to do. Leave it there. Absolutely. Yeah, we were saying the same thing, Ashley, before. that if you were a dodgy type, you might lose that parcel. Matt Sells stuff has popped in. Evening to you. We'll do. I tell you what we will do. Here we go. Steve's been waiting for this. He probably knows what it is anyway.
Oh no.
I thought I had time for that slurp then. Okay, so as per the thumbnail, I lost my rag a bit today, because you know what? There's so many people on YouTube, like viewers, not you guys obviously, because you're all decent, nice people, but there's a lot of, they're not even trolls, they're just ungrateful gits, right? And that's putting it nicely, because I would use a much stronger word. There's some people who really think that, they can just like abuse you and just say horrible things, and it's like, and then expect the world from you. I put a thing out on Instagram today, a screenshot of a comment on the My Hermes video that I made ages ago that gave instructions to people as to how to ring them and contact them, make a claim, etc. And some person with no manners, I think you could probably class them as, they've not yet learnt manners, put it that way. They were like, what was it? Let me just see if I can bring it up. What was the phrasing they used? And I get this, you know what? I get messages like this all the time. It doesn't normally bother me, but I lost me cool a bit with this one. He was having a moan about Hermes, which is fine. I totally agree with most of what he said in his message about it being difficult to contact Hermes. I get that, yeah, but I'm trying to help. I put a video out to try and help people. This video is zero help. We're not interested in your long Hermes stories. We all need to get in touch with them. The number you gave is useless. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And I just thought, you know what, you ungrateful little twat. So this is my reply, right? I just thought, you know what, I wouldn't normally reply. What I normally do with people like that, who are just so bloody ungrateful, I normally just delete their comment, right? So if you feel like you're going to comment something stupid like that, don't bother, because I'll just delete it. You've wasted your time. But this time I thought I'd reply and see if you come back to me. But I just basically put, I shouldn't even reply to your rudeness, but I will, because I'm a decent person. And then I gave him some advice about how to deal with the issue that he's got. And then at the end I just put, now go learn some manners, ... I just thought, you know what, I'm sick of people like this. And this, comments like that, as a YouTuber, comments like that come in, I would say, almost every day. Most of them I delete, some I tolerate, depending on what level they go to. But most of them I delete. And the weird thing is, right, almost every time when someone comments on a video on YouTube, I get an email with the message that's been commented. And I get so many people that either have a rant, accuse me of something not nice, or accuse me of being in it for the money or whatever. And then when you click to go and view the comment on the video, it's gone. They've deleted it. They've not even got the balls to leave it up for me to read it properly. What they probably don't realize is that I do actually get an email with the full message on, but then they delete it. So they've not even got the balls to leave it up. But I get it on a daily basis. And I know most of us that create content, get this. And to be honest, 99% of the time, I'm not asked about it. But today, that one annoyed me. So I replied to it. But you shouldn't really. I always tell people, don't reply to these idiots. Right? But I thought I'd reply to that one. He hasn't, or he or she, I don't know. Could be a he or she. he or she hasn't made further comment on that comment. But it'd be interesting to see what they say. I thought you were very restrained. Yeah. Well, that's me. You know, I'm always very polite, but I will say at the end, now go learn some manners. I did it in the nicest possible way that I could. Yeah, I know, Catan. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I know. But just like, I think reading between the lines with that, I think that person was actually the recipient of the parcel rather than the sender. And we all know, if you're the recipient of the parcel, you'll get nowhere with any of these companies because they only deal with the person who sends it. They will always say to you, contact the person who sent it, because that is who we have a contract with. That is the person who paid for the parcel. That is where the contract is. They are the people we will deal with. So they were probably the recipient rather than the sender, I think. Yeah, what a charmer. Yeah, I know. There's no dramas. There's no drama, Jay. Sometimes I do put witty replies on, especially if someone's having a moan at me for something. I do try and put witty replies just to keep it light. But that one, I just thought I'd tell him where to go, to be honest. 6 new subs. That's good news, Mr. Diggs. Show your appreciation. Yeah, after that, after people being so ungrateful, at least go and give me a thumbs up. I think that's the least you can do. Yes. I should have done that, Stu. I might edit that. I might edit the comment just to put that on. Handbags at dawn, tea cake says. Exactly, Jilly, totally. Slapping the mush. It puts people making content. It totally is. Totally unnecessary. I don't even think they're a troll, Geordie Reseller. I don't think they're a troll. I just think, obviously, they're frustrated at whatever parcel they've not received or the one they've sent has got lost. Just frustrated. Not my bloody fault. My instructions on that video are still valid, so they still work. I think it goes into your inbox. You have to approve. No, I don't think it does, Jay. I went to find it, and sometimes you go into your inbox, and you go to find it, and it's gone, and it's not even in spam. It's not in waiting to approve. Nothing. I've had loads like that recently, and they're all like not abusive, but they're all dickhead comments. You know what I mean? Dickhead comments. And you go to respond to them and they're gone. It's like they haven't got the bollocks to leave them up because they probably read it back and thought, probably shouldn't have written that. And they don't leave it up. Chris has had a crap day. I haven't actually, Steve. I'm all right. I've had a decent day's sale. It's been a good weekend. Good weekend of sales. I do reply to a lot, Jay. I do. Not necessarily. I don't think they're trolls. I just think some people are just the way they speak. They haven't learned how to speak properly and how to be polite. And I will reply to them, but the blatant trolls, I don't respond to those. I think I've blocked so many people. Luckily, it's not something we have to deal with. I totally agree about blocking, ignoring. Yeah. If it's a blatant troll, I'll get them blocked. eBay feedback, yeah. Anyway, that was me. Oh no, it was me losing my rag a bit today in the most calm fashion. Yeah, it was a calm losing of rags. A bit like City and United over the weekend, like Gary Neville said. Gary Neville said a calm annihilation, and that was the perfect description of that match. It was a calm annihilation. And it absolutely was. If you think about it, if you're a football fan and you watch City United, what Gary Neville said was 100% the right words to use: a calm annihilation. It's like an oxymoron, isn't it? But it works. It totally described the game. Most people are arseholes. Yeah, exactly, 100%. No, they wouldn't. I'm a trained fighter, Richard. You know, I'm trained in all kinds of lethal combat methods. Jake's in. Hi, Jake. Good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Yes. Thank you, Ashley. There's probably still only 10 likes, so it's fine. My throat's going up in talking that much. I normally let Belle do a bit. She normally doesn't shut up when she gets started. Laney's in. Hi, Laney. I've had comments like that. Just a bit. Yeah, they delete them. They're not even in like your spam or your held because there's profanity in it or anything. You know, it's not. They just delete them. They write them and then delete them. Belle would have had words about the colourful. Yes, probably. See, yes. I do apologise. Michael's got a question. Let's get back to reselling content now. What's your thoughts regarding eBay promoted listings? Is it worth promoting? I do personally. I know a lot of people actually don't promote at all. I do. I normally promote somewhere between 1% and 2%, but clothing in the past, I have done it on a higher level, sometimes 5 or 6% on clothing because it's a more saturated market. But I tend to do between 1% and 2%. And it seems to work for me. The only problem is you never really know, do you? Unless you're willing to take the risk of not promoting for a couple of weeks and seeing if it damages your sales. But for me, if I'm having a good run of sales, I might as well keep it promoted. So I do between 1% and 2%, somewhere like that. And I run it for a week. I used to only do it for 2-3 days, but now I run it for a week. I find it doesn't really make any odds. And then I refresh it again. Jilly B said, I had this on Facebook. Someone mouthing off saying unpleasant things, put my hair in a ponytail, trainers in, and found their address. She almost pooped her pants. Really? Let me read. Sorry, I'm a throat. I need this cold tea now. Come on. I need to moisten the throat. Found their address. She almost pooped her pants. Wow. That is mental. Was it? I take it somebody. Was it somebody you knew? How do you find their address? Mandy's in. Hi, Mandy. Oh, Jake. Yeah, I put out that because I thought I'm not releasing much content at the moment. I'm doing the lives, 2 lives a week. There you go. There's my voice gone again. I'm doing 2 lives a week. I'm not releasing a lot of content. I'm taking a bit of a break while we run up to the house move. We've got a lot on at the moment. So doing the 2 lives, but not so much pre-recorded content at the moment. We'll be back on it soon. So I thought I would do a bit of a share a throwback, and I shared the penguin theft video on the channel. Just for anybody who was new, because that was a year ago, unbelievably. That was a year ago. Yeah, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was pretty embarrassing, to be honest, for me. Death by 1,000 cuts by City. Oh, here we go, City talk. Yeah, sorry, Steve. I've only mentioned it once, and that is it. Let's see, God, there's a lot of you in. There's 115 of you in. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, you know, sometimes we get to 100, but 115 is crazy. Thank you all for joining us. What's this, Cherry? I got banned for calling someone ignorant on Facebook. Wow, you got banned for that. Jesus Christ. David is in. Hi, David. I Love the language, especially the way he said dick. I didn't realise I said it any differently than normal, Z. I mean, come on. Is it because there's no H on it? I'm from Manchester, remember. Is anyone promoting auctions? You can't promote auctions, Bills and Moo. It's only buy it now. So you can't pay for promotions on auctions. That's a good point as well, Derek, because as a middle store, you do get some credit for it. Is it £10 worth of promoted? Yeah, I always forget about that because I've got a middle store as well. So yeah, you do get £10 worth. So you might as well at least get £10 worth done. Don't mess with Jilly. Yeah, I know, it sounds like it, doesn't it? My Etsy store is now promoted and sales are through the roof since. Wow. I've not got into Etsy. Or maybe I need to at some point in the future. Not got into it at all. It's gone cold now. It has. It's gone cold. But my throat is seizing up here. I might be coming down with something. I'd rather have cold tea than nothing. Anomalous data point. I'm refreshing my listings by mostly putting the price back up by $150 now. Pack link offer. Oh, so you reduced the price when the pack link thing came out? No, I didn't change it. I just made more money out of people. Geordie did a 20% sale on everything this week. It worked well. See, I don't do markdown sales at all anymore. I found that they damage my sales more than anything. But everyone's different. Everyone's different. Everyone has different experiences, which is crazy. Chris, she was being horrible about a friend, really horrible, degrading them, then started on me. You can find anyone when you're an angry woman. I bet you can, yeah. Secret Carpers taking the plunge to go full-time reselling next year. Really scared, but you'll be fine. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. I don't know you very well, but I'm sure you will. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be your full-time job. So you're going to have to pull out all the stops, aren't you? You're going to have to do it. And sometimes a little bit of pressure is not a bad thing. Bloody hell. If it isn't the man himself, Santa's here, everyone. Santa's here early. He must be scouting around to see what everyone wants for Christmas. Tonks said, I went from 2% to 5%, been at 5% a good while. Not seeing a difference, to be honest. Thinking of removing it completely. Try it, see how it goes. I mean, I've removed it for a few days, but then I find that my sales tank completely. So I always end up having to put the promoted back on again. I think I said it once in a video. I said, I think my account is addicted to promoted because the minute I take it off, everything dies. It's like, you're not going to make a sale unless you got promoted on, even at like 1%. He doesn't like to be prompted. What are you on about, Steve? I don't know what you're on about. Oh, it's new. Got the option to promote my auction for an extra $2. I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I know you can't use promoted listings as it stands for auctions, but maybe it is something they're going to bring in then. That's a new one on me, that. I must be well behind. Stick a spoon of honey. I do like honey, but I don't think we've got any AMPR. We might go a bit longer than normal, Steve. Yeah, we might do. We'll see how the chat goes. I've got... what else have I got to talk about? I've got a few things. I'll get to the bottom of the chat and then I'll do something else. Santa's working on his list. Hammered with Hayden. Very rarely get hammered these days. Very rare. Yeah, I'm very similar to that, Derek. I end and recreate them, and I change the percentage. So maybe last week, if I did 1.5% last week, I'll do 1.8% this week, and then the weekend after I'll do 1.1%. I'll just do that. It's just so it's something different. Thanks for the feedback. Seeing good results, Michael said. No worries. No, you just got to test. You've just got to test and see how it goes. Lainey says, Santa, can I have Jason Momoa for Christmas? I've been very, very good. Well, Lainey, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. I'll tell you what I do, actually. I'll tell a lie, but Tori's just prompted me. I do the automated, but I only do it for a week. But what I do is I do it as a maximum percentage. So not a set. I do it as a maximum. So when I say that, what I mean is I'll put like 1.5% as a maximum percentage. So if the trending rate, if eBay's trending rate is 1%, it will only get done at 1%. But if its trending rate is 5%, it will only get done at 1.5%. And you can do that in the automated promotions. So that's what I do. It's always a maximum. So that means that if the trending is less, then it will be less. Oh, here we go. A gizmo. We're talking about Gizmo Furby again. You're not having it, Jerry. And that is it. Please convince Chris to give it up. Miracles can happen, Lainey. Review eBay Gum version. Well, should we have a look in it? Let me write it down, Derek, so I don't forget. We'll go and have a look at it in a minute. eBay Gum version 2, right? Don't let me forget. We'll go and share screen and have a look at it. Z says promotions is important for our eBay too. I need to promote our shop as we've had a really crap November so far in the shop. Oh no, I hope it gets better, Z. Really do. If I was up north, I'd be coming and checking out your shop because I love all that stuff. Next time we're up that way, I'm going to pay a visit if I can. Let's just see. Oh, so many of you chatting away tonight. Santa, some knobhead is commenting on Chris's pre-records. Can we get them on the naughty list? Yes, please, Santa. Who is Santa anyway? Reveal yourself to the community. Not like that. Don't want to see Santa's balls, but please reveal yourself. We need to know who you are. Masquerading as Santa. Santa, there's a Man City fan in here who collects Man United DVDs. Oh, that'll be Oliver Ian. We all know that. Sam's popped in. Good evening. And also Claire Bonetta. Good evening, everyone. Oh, welcome anyway, Claire. That feels like a new name to me, but I'm not 100% sure. But welcome anyway. It's Santa, don't spoil it. Thanks to the new... Thanks to the new subscribers, nearly at 600. Oh, nice one, Mr. Diggs. I am pleased about that. Oh, yes, share Z's online shop. Definitely share it. Some proper cool stuff. David M's in as well. Hi, David. Picked up a very cool Muppets last week. What did you get, David? Let us know. I like the Muppets. And Lainey's a big fan of Animal. I am the spirit of love and giving. Oh, God, don't make me sick. Oh, many times. There you go. It's my fault. I apologize, Claire. Oh, remember, OCS 10 gets you 10% off. Wow. There you go. If you want to go and visit Z's store, link in the chat above. I think Tori posted the link. 10% off straight off the bat. 10%. Are you and Belle still on the, you mean keto diet? No. We just watch what we eat now. We did Slimming World for ages, and that kind of finished it off. I lost 2 stone in the end, and now I'm just maintaining. I've maintained the exact same weight now for several months, so I'm pretty happy that I'm kind of at where I am now. So no, I don't think you can keep up keto for too long. It can't be good for you. Animals, cool, yeah. Right, Tonks, this is on my list. Right, the reseller, Not So Secret Santa, that quite a lot of you signed up to. How many in the end? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. 30 of you are taking part in Reseller, Not So Secret Santa. Now, have you all managed to link up with your counterpart? Let me know if there's any problems. Message me if you're not able to get in contact with the person you were drawn with. But I'm hoping that I've not heard from anybody. I had one person message me with a query about how to contact someone after last week's show, but that's been resolved. So I've not heard from anybody else. Do I need to repeat the pairings for everybody or not? Do I need to repeat those pairings? I will. I can read them out very quickly. Keto autocorrect, yeah. It's a Theo Schwartz Muppet. Oh, I'd have to see a picture of that, David. Shall we all try and guess who Santa is? Yeah, why not? Go for it. Santa is Santa. Dave Repairs, you've missed all the fun, Dave. All the fun whilst you're away. Tam and Bell are almost at 200 subs. They've done well there in a relatively short amount of time. So well done, guys. You both looked healthy while hitting each other in the face. Yes. That was good. That was good. Tori's done all right. Laney. Oh, yeah, very good, Kathy. Everyone seems to be contacting their secrets, Not So Secret Santa. There we go. Everyone's doing all right. Monkey Thrifter is 4 off 100 subs. He's nearly there as well. So people are climbing the ladder. So I read these out just in case. I'm sure you all know it, but I'll go very quickly. Right. Bounty Hunter and Tap Peddler are together. Laney and Kathy together. Little Steve and Shabatron are together. Rebecca D and Andrew Crump are together. Bills and Moon and George Ellison. Mr. Tonks and Moni Mental. Mr. Diggs and John at YLM. Carboot Chris with Tam and Bell. Bargain Bell with Tori. Tracy's Den and Cherry Jane. Big Steve and Mrs. Tonks. Monkey Thrifter and Double Karma. Jilly B and Steve O'Brano. Lana and Carol, is that McDonald? I've just got Carol Muck. And Dave Repairs and Cookie. I wonder what Cookie is going to get for Dave. So there you go. I linked up with my Secret Santa. Can I just ask when we're revealing them? I have the 20th. It's going to be the last, whatever the last Monday is before Christmas, and we'll do it then. We'll have an early Christmas present. Tori messaged me afterwards and said, can I have some tips for Belle? And I said, no, you can't have tips. This has got to be a surprise. I don't want to get in something decent. She's got to get something that Tori thinks of, not me. That would be funny, Chris. What? Oh, is it Chris Tyler? Dave and Cookie, yeah. I'm just wondering what Cookie's going to pick for Dave. What does she normally go for? Maybe a carrot, or she likes carrot, so she might pick a carrot. Or maybe get him a toy out of the toy box. Don't know. Yes, you've got to pick for Cookie, Dave. You've got to get Cookie something, but don't. I'll just give you just one little tip. Don't buy a what's that stuff called? Oh, I'll have to ask Belle because I've forgotten the name of it. It's a special rawhide, right? Don't buy anything with rawhide in because it makes her ill. We found that out in the past. So she'll eat most treats, toys, whatever, but rawhide, avoid that like the plague. My dogs would always chew cheese and ham. She loves ham. You know, the wafer thin ham. She loves that stuff. A bone, yes. Postman bone. Yeah, I'll bottle it and send it in. Yeah, rawhide. Yeah, she can't eat it. Makes her poorly. You all know about rawhide. Why do so many pet shops and stuff sell rawhide? Because they sell it as treats and it makes them ill. Yeah, she can't eat it. It really does make her. We only gave it her once. That was before we knew about rawhide. The first time she made her poorly, so don't give it her again. I reckon this is monumental, don't you? I think I've sussed it. Oh no, hang on a minute. Mrs. Claus has an eBay store. Oh, it's probably not monumental then, unless he's bullshitting. I immediately thought, is this monumental? Because he's not in the chat either, is he? Blues Brothers, every time you say rawhide. It's like junk food for dogs. Bloody horrible stuff. You know what else? You know these doggy drinks that you can get? I saw them on This Morning once as well. They were doing reviews of doggy drinks with a load of dogs there, and they were testing them and drinking them and stuff. You can get doggy beer, and it's basically just some horrible liquid. It's obviously not beer. It doesn't even look like beer, but they just call it doggy beer. And right, we bought one of them once, a doggy beer or something, right? She woofed it down, literally. She golloped it down like there was no tomorrow, right? And within a few seconds, she threw it back up again. So never buying that again. I would stay away from doggy beer. Alf loves tendon. Ooh. Cookie likes pig's ears, but they stink. Oh, they stink the whole house out. It's horrible. And then she jumped on the bed when we were about to go to sleep and she got a bloody pig's ear in her mouth. If you say onion 3 times, Andrew will appear. Yeah, it's this kind of thing. But Cookie had that bottle of beer. Well, we only gave her half of it because we thought we better test the water with this. And she literally threw up immediately. It was like a gag reflex or something. She threw up within seconds. Bloody everywhere in the kitchen it was. Yeah, pretty much similar here as well, Jelly Bee. Cookie's on a diet at the moment. The dog says she's too. The vet says she's too fat. So Cookie's on a diet at the moment. So she's just having her main food and some veggies. Yeah, bloody pig's ear is disgusting. I hate it when Belle comes back with one of them for Cookie because I know the whole house is going to stink. There's no law against it. It caused the death of so many dogs as it's basically bleached cowhide. Dogs struggle to digest it. Oh, no wonder they can't get it down properly. That's nasty. Don't even think about it, Dave. Don't. Survey for everything these days, yeah. Onions are poisonous to dogs, Dave. Onions are poisonous. You can't give a dog onions. My dog weighs like a small kid. 7 stone? Bloody hell. Oh, there's a little mosquito or something in here. Right. What else have we got on? Done Secret Santa. I'm going to be on, me and Belle actually, we're going to be on Jason T. Smith's channel on Thursday night, 9 p.m. UK time. I think it's about lunchtime in Vegas. So we're going to be on Jason's show. We've not been on for ages. So it was about time we did one. And I'm going to be co-hosting Jason's Thursday show at 9 p.m, which is going to be exciting. I've not co-hosted before, so that's going to be weird. And Belle is going to be the guest. So it's going to be all about how your spouses or your partners or whatever support you as a reseller. That's kind of the theme of the show. But there'll be lots of other stuff going on, like Jason's normal show. But yeah, so that should be interesting. 9 p.m. UK time. I'll remind you lot about it on the day. But if you watch movie chats at 7 p.m. or 7:15 p.m., maybe you want to stay on YouTube and come and watch Thrifty Business at 9 p.m. on Jason T. Smith's channel. And me and Belle will be on there. So that'll be interesting. Not done it for ages. Pete says, thanks for your videos. I bought 7 kilos of vintage clothes. Question, what's the best way to get rid of bubbles? One of these, most of us have got them. One of these things, they actually work very well. There's a load of fluff. I mean, that's just for my belly button, but generally you can... The only thing I would say about these, Pete, is don't use it on football shirt material. So if you've got sports jerseys, football shirts, sports tops, you know that kind of material that's like a football shirt, that sort of polyester-y type material, don't use one of these on that because it can rip the hole bigger where the bobble is. It can make it worse. I've found out the hard way on some cycling jerseys that I tried it on. Same material as like football tops. Doesn't work well on those. I don't advise using bobble remover on that kind of stuff, but it's all good on cotton and stuff like that. It's all good. Question from Jack. Chris, can you say beer can without sounding like a Jamaican? Saying bacon. Yeah, this is one that me and Bella always talk about. always talk about. We always talk about beer can. I don't know, but yeah, beer can. There you go. Beer can. It's a good one, that, Jack. Dog is about 10 stone, Cherry. Bloody hell! What kind of dog have you got? My dog's on a diet. She's obese. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. Yeah. Cookie's only not really that much overweight, but the doctor, the vet, said that she should lose a little bit. $10 stone and not overweight. Jesus. My dog Hooch is 12 years old. David, Hooch, what a name. No, I'm gonna do Come List With Me this week, Steve, but I don't know what day it's gonna be, so you're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm not sure what day I'm gonna do it on. Oh, cheers, Tori. Appreciate that. Yeah, there you go. There's Jason's channel. So if you want to go check it out, you can do. Go sub if you want to, or just look out for the show. And if you enjoy the show, then you can sub afterwards. I'm sure you will, because it's always informative. Cheers. Did pick up cycling jerseys, so I have to take out the bubble. Yeah. What I tend to do on cycling jerseys or football shirts is just very, very carefully just chop off the bubble, but don't get too close, because you can make it worse. You're just gonna have to. Sometimes you just got to make a judgment call on whether it's worth taking off or not. Vote Wednesday for listing live. Wednesday. What's going on Wednesday? Well, Wednesday's a post day, Derek. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday are post days, packing and post. So it's not always a good day to do a listing live that day, because I'm normally quite busy. But maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Tori says Friday I'm at home. Wednesday I have no work. Now, have you noticed? People keep sending me messages. What's going on here on something or other? Have you noticed that eBay have revamped or vamped up their shops? So if you have a shop front on eBay, they've changed it up a bit, and they actually look almost like mini websites. They look very, very good. And I went through and changed. They've just updated them again this week, just gone. So they've added some features onto your shops. So if you've got a shop, go in and make sure you're making the most of your store. I'll show you what mine looks like after I've done all the updates and stuff. Where's the share screen gone? Oh, there it is. I'll share the screen. And what's up with Jilly's going? Not feeling well, is it? Hope you feel better. Oh, well, I hope you feel better, Jilly. I hope you feel better. I'm not sure. I'm just seeing those in the chats. Right, entire screen. Share that. So let me put my thing here. Can that go there? There, that's a little bit better. Okay, so this is what my shop looks like. So if you're a customer coming to my eBay store, it now looks like this. So it's always had this big banner at the top, and it's got me name here and me followers and feedback there. That's always been the same. It's got an About Us button here, which has been moved. So if you click on About Us, it says there, that's our little spiel about our store. But in the shop itself, this is where it's all changed. You can now feature some items. So it'll let you feature up to 6 items. Oh, somebody sent me an offer. So I've put a few items on here. So you can scroll across and feature some items. And then here you can put some of your most recent listings on. These are some recent listings that I did a couple of days ago. I need to update this again. Really, that would be great, that just in, if that automatically updated. That really should automatically update with your most recent 6. That would be great, and then you won't have to mess about with it. Now, I added a category with holiday items. So in this case, obviously, Christmas is our next holiday. So I've put a few of my Christmas items on that little banner. And then you can put this on. You can put anything here. You can put your own title and a button to a category on your store. So I chose the Disney category because I've got quite a bit of Disney stuff listed. And it's Christmas, so people are looking for Disney stuff. So yeah, I put that back. It's like a banner that I put on the store. And then down here, it's got all items. So this is just all the rest of your items. And you can click see all, or you can sort your items. Now, the only thing I wish that it would change, and I have fed this back to eBay, I wish they would add the ability to either put a section for your auctions so that your auctions have a separate bit, or why does that offer thing keep popping up? Or at least allow you to filter here. At least allow you to filter auctions, because that would be a good one to put on there. So there you go. That's my store. But I would advise you, if you've got a shop on eBay, there is a new tab now on your eBay hub. There's a tab where you can edit your shop and make it look good like that. And I think that looks pretty good. It's like a little website now. Let me shut that down. So there you go. That is my that's my eBay store, and it does look good. I like what they're doing with that. Oh, Cherry's been sending me pictures of the dogs. Oh, there's Jilly B's comment. Feeling off colour after booster. Oh well, I hope you feel better soon. Shop looks fab. Yeah, I think it looks good. I think it's a nice little addition there from eBay, is to make those shops look a little bit better. I have my own categories, Tam and Bell. So when I'm listing something, it goes in the eBay category, and then I have 2 of my own categories. I'll try and put it in 2, but at least put it in 1 category if I can. Thanks, Santa. Appreciate that. Appreciate your opinion there. Yeah, it's always worth doing it. It's worth having a look at it, because that's what people will see when they go through to your shop. Yeah, it does look pretty good. Tea Cake says, what the heck? Just had an offer of £5 on an item worth £200 with a message, bump you like. What? I would counter offer Tea Cakes at 195. Sometimes when people do silly things like that, I'll counter at a ridiculous amount. So I'd counter at 195. Let us know what he does. Tell them to learn some manners. Yeah, good one, Kathy. He's trying to say he'll bump your good feedback. Counter at 205. Yeah, I like that. I like your style. Counter 195. Yes, absolutely. I would do that. I mean, even Santa's got it. Whatever you do, block them afterwards. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look at eBay Gum version 2? Should we get it up on the screen? and have a little look. I'll have a little look at it. Let me just see what all these offers that were, because somebody kept pinging up offer. Somebody sent me an offer of £7 for something that's on a starting bid of £6.98. I think I'll just decline that, to be honest with you. It's on auction, so it's on auction. Decline. Oh, Claire says, if you go to your shop and show all, it then lets you see your buy it now and auction separately. Oh, let me have a look at that in a minute. Claire, that's interesting. Let me just have a little ganders at that. So go to your shop, go on see all. There we go. There's the button, see all. I know you guys can't see this at the moment. Yes. So now you can actually just click on auction. Okay, that's good to know, Claire. But I would say, I reckon it would be better if it had a big button on that main shop that said something like go to auctions or show auctions or auction button or something. It would be better if it just had that, because some people just like to look at auctions to see if they can snaffle anything really cheap. But at least they can get to it if they dug that deep into your store. Nightlife had to pop out. Oh, Claire's looking at my store now. That's good. Thank you, Claire. Follow it if you like, then you get updates when new stuff comes in. Pete said, I had a buyer get snotty that I accepted their offer too late. I refused to cancel the order for a few days, so they would get hassled from eBay. They soon got better manners. Yeah. How rude. Following already, Claire says. Cool. Okay, right. Come on then. Let's have a look at this, because Derek reckons there's a new version of eBay Gum on. So let's share the screen. I'll just see if I can get it up. eBay Gum. Let me just find it first, so I'm not faffing about. Okay. Let's share the old screen. Right. So here we go. So eBay Gum, I just searched that in. Oh, here we go. Look, version 2. I just spotted it there. Oh, it's gone. How do I get that back? It was a banner that was switching there. Let me see if it comes back, because what I read it. Here it is. eBay Gum version 2. So let's have a look. Now, the thing with eBay Gum that we all get annoyed with, the search engine was terrible, wasn't it? It used to just bring up all kinds of random stuff. Just having a look at the shop fronts here. Visit store, toys and games. Got cars there. Top categories. Okay. Well, it looks okay, but let's have a look. Right, so what should we search for? I don't know what to search for now. Let's look for plush toy. So we look for plush toy. There's 654 listings of plush toys. At the moment, they all look like plushes. Let's just change, get us more results on a page, down to 50 or up to 50. Image coming soon. Why would you list something and not put an image on it like that? Don't know. Shouldn't be allowed to list it without an image. Mind you, that's probably an image, isn't it? That they put on there. Why would you list it without an image? Stupid or what? Well, they're all plushies at the moment. Let's just swizz on a bit to page 3. Got fugglers. I think Z's got some of these fugglers, hasn't he? Z's got some of them in his shop. Well, the search seems to be okay. Let's search for... I did this last time, didn't I? I looked at this. Walking Dead. There's 428 listings with The Walking Dead in it. Mugs. We've got outfits. Let's just skip on a bit. Right. Now then, here's where the search goes a bit haywire. So I searched the Walking Dead. And we've got baby rockers. We've got a bike. We've got a Liverpool mug. We've got a winter seasonal walk cross stitch. So these are not really Walking Dead, are they? And they haven't even got like Walking Dead, the whole phrase in the title. Let's go back a bit to page 2. So it doesn't look like they might have, unless it gets to a bit where it says, right, that's all the results. Here's things that are linked to it, which I guess it could do. There's a greenhouse there, a walk-in greenhouse. It's not Walking Dead though. Oh, I don't know. You let me know what you think. What do you want me to look at? Because many shirts. I've got lots of t-shirts. Yeah, I've got tons of t-shirts, Santa. If there's anyone out there, Santa, who's looking for t-shirts for gifts, come to my store, buy them, and then deliver them for me, and then it'll save me Hermes as well. You can deliver them on the sleigh, you know, with the elves, and that'll save me a lot of postage. And if you want, come to me direct, do a little deal, save you a bit of money as well. eBay Gum 2 implies an improvement on the original, which could be anything. Round a rabbit hole, I know. Cycling jerseys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look for cycling jerseys. Cycling jersey. 770 listings for cycling jersey. I bet there isn't. Wow, some of these are expensive. 46 quid. Polaris. Let's see where it ends and when it starts giving you silly results. So they're all cycling. Oh, it's changed it back to 20 rather than 50 on a page. That's annoying. Oh, let's just carry on. Here's where it stops. So we've got some cycling jerseys on page 3, was it? And now we've got a porcelain cow creamer jug. How does that get mixed up in cycling jerseys? How? How now, brown cow? We've got more cows. Now we've got more cycling jerseys again. Or is it Jersey cow? That's probably what it is, a Jersey cow. There is a lot of cycling. £104, there's one there. I don't think they're going to sell that on eBay Gum. I mean, if you were looking for a Santini redo short sleeve cycling jersey for £137, would you go to eBay Gum to find it? They are some bloody expensive cycling jerseys. Jesus. They are not going to sell any of them. I mean, there is quite a lot on here, but these look like they're all the same seller. I think they might even have more than me. Come on. There's bloody loads. I'm going to give up in a minute. There's little things thrown in that are not cycling jerseys, but I don't know. Oh, Darren wants me to look at. Richard said Darren wants me to look at the site. Well, maybe you should do a thorough test, Richard, of the search function, because we always said, and he never really accepted it when he was on lives and stuff. He never accepted that the search function was crap. Do a thorough test of that, because I have found quite a bit of stuff there that isn't related or not an exact match for the thing. Yeah, sometimes. But a baby walker when you search Walking Dead, I don't think I've seen that before, Tonks. And normally it gives you the exact results, and then it'll say related or something like that underneath, and then it'll go to something different. Walk-in shower for dead people. Try it with quote marks. That's probably a good idea. I mean, I don't want to berate, because if you know, give me something. I can't even think of something. Let's try it with the quote marks. Let's just do Walking Dead again. I'm not here to review the website, but I just thought I'd have a look. It's still 428 listings with the quote mark, so I don't think that's made much of a difference. The only thing I will say is, obviously, the best matches come up here. There's a best match button there, so that has come up. The best matches are coming up first, and then it goes on to, which most websites will do that, to be fair, won't they? Most websites will. You got it, yeah. We're going to do some deals. All right, tea cakes. Let me take the screen share off, because I can't be bothered with that now. Listen, at the end of the day, if eBay Gum are trying to improve their website, then that can only be a good thing, can't it? That can only be a good thing. So they're trying. They probably just need some good feedback. They need some testers. So I searched lithograph on eBay and get 273,000 results. eBay Gum, I get a very easy to consume 0, not a single one. Could be Jersey pottery or Jersey cow, yes. And then maybe there's no lithographs. Same seller, yes. It's a letter. Ashley says it's a letter trace system rather than an exact search, which is a bit stupid. That's interesting. You see, they need feedback like that, because the search function is very important as a buyer. If you can't find what you're looking for, you're going to go elsewhere, aren't you? He's asked me to be brutal. Give it a proper test, Richard, and feed your findings back. Hi, Nick. We are just doing a very, very informal review of eBay Gum version 2, the website. Richard is going to be doing a full review of it and feeding back brutally honest feedback. Feeding back feedback. Kind of goes without saying. Hey, Village Retro, evening. Yes, Nick, they've launched again with version 2. We were just looking at it then. Let me just put the. I'll show you briefly if you really want, but I'm sure you can just ping it up on your own screen if you want. But here we are. We're on. Let me go to the home page. So here it is. The best things in life are free. eBay Gum. And here, obviously, it's got. Here it is. eBay Gum version 2. And it looks nice enough on the front there. But we are still finding the search function is not amazing. Be interested to know how many people are actually using the site, how many sales are coming through it. That'd all be interesting to know. I guess they're probably not going to release that information to anybody. But yes, apparently it's new and improved. We will see. Let me shut that down. Remove. Stop. Yeah, Derek's been keeping a very close eye on the eBay gum progress because he's dying to try it again. Sorry, Richard said search Walking Dead DVD and mugs and unrelated film DVDs show up. Yeah, I think like Ashley, who mentioned it before, said that it's a letter search rather than actual words and phrases. So that kind of makes sense if that's what it is, because certain things are coming up. I'm a tester as a job, and this sounds super negative, but I don't believe they've tested at all before releasing it because simple functions don't work. Yeah, it seems that way, Becky, but I've only played with it for those few minutes whilst we were on screen. I didn't even know they'd done version 2. So, yeah, if you've had a closer look at it, Becky, seems unusual that you'd release, your website before fully testing it. The collectibles categories are very limited. Isn't everything better at release 2? Yeah, it should be, really, shouldn't it? Seems to be so little on there. A few basic searches for items brings back very little. Ooh, seems to have more than just risque lingerie on there now. What did you search for, Kath? What have you been searching for, Kathy? What have you been searching for? That's going to be in your cookies now, isn't it? That's going to be in your cache or whatever it is. So now, whatever you've been looking at, when you're on Facebook and Google, it's gonna clog up your computer or phone. Has anyone sold anything on eBay gum? I have a feeling the answer to that is no. But has anybody in the chat? I'll throw it out to 100 odd people who are in the chat. Has anyone sold anything? I mean, Darren could be watching now, or he could be watching this back on replay, because he does sometimes watch. He has dropped in on these chats before. So we'll be getting direct feedback in this way. But has anyone sold anything? No lithographs, but 450 sex toys. Oh, nice one. No search needed. It was thrust at me. No, Nick's not. Tori's not. I only listed 3 or 4 things. It's probably really unfair to test a site with that few things, because the chances of you finding a buyer is very slim. It's like if you listed 3 or 4 things on eBay, you could sit there for ages waiting to sell them. Really, you got to do 100 minimum to properly test it, haven't you? But it seems like nobody's really ever sold anything. Lots of no's coming in. eBay no, says Joan. Richard said a few months ago, someone in the community said they sold something. I can't remember who. It might have been Derek. Tam and Bell says no. Ashley says no, but surprise, surprise, she's not even attempted to list anything. So you don't count, Ashley. And Richard. Nick, a search for Depeche Mode brings nothing. I'm out. No one likes Depeche Mode. Anyway, Nick, what are you on about? No one likes Depeche Mode. I couldn't compete with the lingerie. It was Darren sold something. That is probably true. Need the import tool to get listings on. Yeah, it'd be useful to try it, wouldn't it? Erasure, 0 results. No one listens to Erasure, Nick. Come on. No one listens to that. Did I have else to talk about? So we're going to do a come list with me at some point this week. I can't tell you when. I'm co-hosting Jason's Thursday night show, Jason T. Smith's show. Jason's in Vegas, and we're obviously down here in Devon. But we're co-hosting it somehow. It could be a train wreck, but it'll be a lot of fun anyway, and very informative. So 9 p.m. UK time on Thursday, if you want to come along and watch that. And I've run out of things to talk about, and I've been on. We'll go for 2 hours. We've got 9 minutes left, so let's just use up 9 minutes of chit chat. Apart from the full O2 Arena 2 weeks back, really? But that's everyone in the world, right? That like Depeche Mode. That's like 5,000 people across the world, right? I predict that most stuff is new stuff as it's quick to list. Only thing you would sell is your time listing with no prospect. Good point. Aaron's looks like he's been testing it. Search is shite. You know what though, Aaron? This is something that we mentioned to Darren ages ago when he was really promoting eBay Gum, and when he did the rounds on everyone's channels. And fair play to him. He took people's questions, criticism, the lot. But he went on. He did a big promo of eBay Gum, of the website. But we all told him the search was terrible, and he kind of didn't really want to hear that. I don't think. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know why you wouldn't want to hear that, because if buyers can't find items, the site's never going to be successful. But we did say last time, and it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like he's changed that search function. I'll get itchy nose. Version 1 was not a success. Not a lot going on. Do you think really version 2 will be any better? The word eBay Gum doesn't come to mind when people ask where the best. It's a strange name, isn't it? But it is a strange name, but there's a lot of strange company names out there in the world, isn't there? Weird names, random words for companies that aren't even related. So it's probably not a deal breaker, but he's not really got the product, has he, at the moment? I mean, I don't like the name, to be honest, but if it was a great website and people were selling stuff and you could list and sell for free and it was working, nobody would have anything to say about the name, would they? Because you wouldn't care about the name. Yeah, Becky's picked up on something now. That's what I meant. That's what I meant, Nick. Terrible name. And like I say, I don't think it's a good name at all. But if it was a successful website, you wouldn't give a shit about the name, would you? You wouldn't care. You got to, haven't you, Nick? You got to. If buyers can't do a simple thing like find the item they want to buy, it makes sense you go into like, oh, well, stuff this. I'll just go back to eBay or Amazon or whatever. I'll find it somewhere else. This is true, Derek. Totally true. We've all remembered it, and we know it now as the brand, but they just haven't got the product. Yeah, true. It does, and it does sound dated and comical. It does. But if it was a great selling website, you wouldn't care, would you? You'd be all like, yeah, eBay gum, yeah. How much have you sold this week? Maybe you wouldn't be like that, but you really wouldn't care about the name of it. There's some stupid names. I mean, you lot think I can't think on my feet like that, but there's some stupid names for businesses and out there, and you just think that's a stupid name. But if they're successful, it doesn't matter, does it? Probably had more traffic in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, quite possibly tea cakes. Yes, I do agree with that. We buy Wrigley's. True, yeah. True, Santa, yeah, true. Most successful companies do market research on names. Correct, yeah. Good point, Zeke, yeah. They're not offering anything you can't get done better elsewhere. I mean, their USP is this whole thing about it's free. But at some point, it won't be free. I mean, he's already said that. At some point, it won't be free. So what is it that's different? Deplop. Stu. Deplop. Come on. Yeah. Google is a stupid name, but I think they've done quite well, yeah. I mean, who would have thought, like, when did Google come out? Was it late 90s? Was it? I think it was late 90s, like 98, or I don't know when they were founded, but I feel like it was late 90s. Now, who would have said a phrase that who would have said early 90s that you'd be saying every single day, or you'd be referring to, oh, go and Google it. Who would even think that you'd even say that? It wasn't a thing in the early 90s. Go and Google it. You know, where can I find the name of this place? Oh, just Google it. You'd have been like, what are you talking about? Go back in your hot tub time machine back to the 80s and tell people you're going to Google something, and they'll look at you like you're an idiot. That's true, though, Richard. Yeah, that's true as well. eBay is a shite name and used to have a terrible reputation. I don't mind eBay, but that's only because it's all we've ever known. We don't know it in any other name, so. Yeah. Sex toys are all over it, Becky says. Well, at least you know where to go for that. True, Kathy. Yeah, true. Maybe they should call it free sell. Push the fact it's free. The thing is, though, it's not going to be free. And Darren, the founder of eBay Gum, has already said it's not going to be free forever, but for a considerable amount of time, it's going to be free. And Nick has an equally good point, is that he doesn't care that it's free. He'd rather pay, and I think we would all rather pay if it gets us the sales. There's no point being on a free site where you don't sell anything. You'd rather pay. And I think that works for me. It's like Facebook Marketplace. I would rather pay for Facebook Marketplace, and they have a much better marketplace than currently it is for free. I would actually rather pay a fee, and it'd be more managed, it'd be more safe and secure, and stop these idiots on there. I'd rather pay a fee for that than the current Wild West that Facebook Marketplace is. It's Wild West, isn't it? I'd rather pay and not have the Wild West. BlackBerry don't sell. True, Kathy. You're coming up with some good ones here. Got your brains thinking, haven't you? 90. I knew it was late 90s. I knew it was, Kathy. Thank you for confirming that. Google was originally called Back Rub. Really? Really? I didn't know that. Tax Shack's in. Hi, Tom. When Darren's a millionaire, can we agree you delete this, Chris? Yeah, why not? I'll agree. Darren has multiple businesses. I'm pretty sure that he probably is a millionaire already. I mean, there's us criticizing. He's probably got more money than 10, 100 times over than what I earn. He's got multiple businesses, And there's me criticizing him. He don't care. And it's not criticism as such. It's constructive. We're trying to help him. A quirky plagiarized name, Kathy says. I don't know. I don't think they're getting better, Tom, on Marketplace. Bloody Wild West. There's no regulation. I know people do well out of it, and especially with it being free, it's cash in hand and all this stuff, but it's a bloody mess. Probably, Derek. I don't doubt it, John. I fully expect that will come along, and hopefully when we actually have to pay for Marketplace, it will become a much better place. I mean, that's what I hope. I mean, it might make it worse, but I'd like to see them improve it a lot. I'd be happy to pay for Marketplace if they weed out the time wasters and put in proper system. Absolutely, Derek. Yeah, totally. I'd pay for it, or percentage, or whatever, or a monthly subscription, or whatever, like that. TikTok has its own built-in shop for businesses. Didn't know that. See, well, I used to be on TikTok, but I only did about 2 videos. I couldn't be arsed with it. I use social media way too much. I just thought, why am I on this? Why am I on TikTok? It's not bringing anything for the table. Looked at eBay Gum's latest return, 20k in assets, which seem to be a vehicle. So unless it comes up with a big sponsor, right? So it's not turning over much. A Google is a huge number, 1 to the power 100. I'll pretend to know what you're on about there, AMPR. Would anyone ride on an eBay Gum rocket? Santa says. That's interesting, Z. YouTube are meant to be implementing a built-in shop for channels. That is very interesting. Not heard about that, but I guess it would make sense. Sorry, I was reading the comments there. The stuff they sell in TikTok shops is basically AliExpress. Hey, you can get some quality stuff on AliExpress. All knockoffs. An eBay Gum rocket is at 20k asset. No thanks. Phil says 10 to the power of 100, not 1. That would be just 1. You've lost me now. I hated maths. What did I get in maths GCSE level? I got a B in maths. I got a GCSE B in maths, but Don't ask me to add anything up. Chris, Google Facebook Marketplace on Google News. 2% commission coming next year for posting items. Chris Tyler, possibly a 2% commission coming to post an item. If they do that, I hope that they put money into securing the platform and making it better for everyone to use. If they're just going to take the 2% and not do anything, then they can go swing for it. I won't bother. I mean, it might drive away some sellers, but if there's no cost to a buyer, I don't see why it would drive away a buyer unless they're going to weed out those people who are time wasters and mess about and are abusive and don't follow the rules and scam you. So I don't see that it would make much difference to the buyers. Tea Cake says, this is interesting. I've heard that Shopify are building a second-hand platform that will be a serious eBay competition. Is that something we can Google, Tea Cakes? Is that some news, or is it just something you've heard on the grapevine, or what? There you go. Phil passed his O-levels, age 14. Yeah, it does make sense. See, it does make sense that you can buy there and then. There is an app that contacted me, and it probably contacted some of you guys, other YouTubers. Bloody hell, what was it? Galaxy. There's an app called Galaxy, right? And you can, I think it's called Galaxy. Actually, I don't know now. But basically, it's a video platform, and you can video yourself sharing hauls and sharing products, and live viewers can then buy the product direct from the app. As you're showing it, they can click a link and buy it live. And they contacted me a while back asking if I wanted to do some videos on it. I've not heard from them since, but I'm sure they probably contacted quite a few YouTubers. I didn't do it in the end because they didn't come back to me, but I had a look at the app. It's in its infancy, I think. Yeah, totally, Derek. Get rid of the available, but is this available button? It's so bloody annoying, isn't it? Then they ghost you. How is it for sellers? A Wild West, Santa. It's a bloody Wild West. I don't use Gumtree. There's nothing down here on Gumtree. Mate, I think it's regional. I think depending on whether it's any good depends where you live. And same with Spock. Galaxy, yeah. I think it's called Galaxy. Sounds like cute. I tell you what, it's a little, I guess, it's a little bit like a modern version of QVC, but basically you sit in front of the camera like you would do like YouTube live, and you can talk to your audience and chat and show things that you picked up at a boot sale if you wanted to, for example. But you'd already have all the listings pre-built in before you started your live, so that as you're showing it, if someone shows an interest, they can click buy as you're showing it. So the concept sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm testing Vinted, Tom. Testing it at the minute. I'm made a few sales. There's no fees for sellers. The fees are for buyers unusually, which is it's the opposite way around on Vinted. But I quite like the platform. I quite like how it works, how the simplicity of it. The search function is really good when you're looking for stuff, because I've bought off there as well. It's a very, very good app, and there's a massive, they must be spending every penny that they're earning on Vinted at the moment. They must be spending on their advertising budget, because you literally see it all over the telly, don't you? I think it's working. It's growing pretty fast, Vinted. Shopify is already a bigger e-commerce site than eBay. They sent me an email earlier this year. It says tea cakes. Vinted is big in France. Yeah, it is. I think that's one of the biggest marketplaces for Vinted, the French, because they're all over Europe. But I think France is the biggest because that's where they seem to make the changes first, is in France. I've just sold something. Oh, remember those eggs that, remember those Egberts that Belle picked up from the charity shop? I've just sold a pair of Egberts. Remember them? I'm looking at you like you're going to actually answer back to me. There we go. £8 for that pair. £8 plus post. So that's the first pair out the door. Oh, I've sold something else while we've been on air as well. I've sold a pop figure. Big Mouth Nick. There is a fascinating element to buying, selling with live broadcasts. Something about that clock counting down. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Santa. Not that you'll be buying anything because you make it all, don't you? Don't you make it in the old, with the elves in the toy factory and all that? Had a trickle of sales on Vinted. 1 hour's 50-minute. Fucking. I'm sure there's a mosquito in here. Anyone tried Vestiaire Collective? Heard of it? I mentioned that website on a previous show a while back when we were talking about all the different platforms that you can sell on. I did mention that one. I've never used it though. Vinted is sponsoring Hollyoaks. Bloody hell. Is Hollyoaks even still a thing? Who watches that shite now? Hollyoaks. Right, come on. Please, someone in the chat. Everyone tell me that you don't watch Hollyoaks. No one watches that anymore. I didn't even know it was still going. Unrelated, but who's excited for the... What's that, Z? Morbius? The Morbius movie with Jared Leto. What the heck? What is that, Z? I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look at it now. Morbius. 2022. Teaser trailer. Upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel character Morbius. Oh, you see, I'm not keen on Marvel that much. I only like certain ones. I will look at the trailer, though. Oh, I knew he'd pipe up. I'll look at the trailer later and see. Live selling works even without trying to sell items from our live hauls. That's good. Yeah, I do sell bits and bobs that I share on YouTube. Never seen a single episode of Hollyoaks. I have, Kez, on Depop. I videoed a pair of trainers and they sold. So that's all I can say about that function, but they did sell. I put a video and a couple of pictures on and they did sell. So I have used it. Please, no. No. Well, at least I know what I'm getting you for your Secret Santa, guys. Monkey Thrifter used to watch it, but not for about 3 years. Oh dear, Peter. Oh, you've gone down in my estimation. Oh, Christ. Tam rolls his eyes every time. Oh, God. I can't believe it. I can't believe anybody watches it. Oh, bloody hell. What time are we on here? 2 hours 15. I think we should call it. Or do we roll on to 2 hours 30? And my throat's going, so I probably should call it a day. People are leaving the chat. I'm down to 83. I was on about 120 at one point. But people have clearly got way too bored of me rambling on. So I reckon we call it a day there. It's been a good old chat tonight. But shame Belle couldn't come along, but she's in bed. She's not feeling well really tonight. She's got a banging headache. So yeah, she's not feeling great. So she went to bed early. I don't watch that shite. Tam Solo. Yeah, I don't. Hollyoaks. What a load of shite that is. Oh, just about comes up to, you can go get a 10-minute breather, guys. And then it's Derek Tap Peddler, 10:30 p.m. for a premiere of his latest boot sale video. If anybody wants to go over there and watch. Love to Belle. Nice live stream. Good night. Thanks, Santa. Thanks for popping along. Chris is Derek's fluffer. Yeah, fluff for Derek tonight. Bloody mosquito in here. Right, we're done anyway. We are finished. Let me find the end video so that I'm not scuffling about, bimbling about like an idiot. Okay. Right, everyone. Thanks very much for all your support and for watching tonight. Appreciate it. There's been a good number of you in. As always, not that it matters. It's quality, not quantity. And we'll see you again soon. Don't forget, Come List With Me will be appearing on a random time or day this week. And we're on Jason T. Smith's channel, 9 p.m. on Thursday night. I will be co-hosting with Jason. Me and Belle will be on there. And that is it. So see you later. Don't forget, pop along to the Tap Peddler for a 10:30 video. See you guys. Bye.